We have Hall.
Antonio Gates did not play.
Gates, alright. Iron assigned scout. Now we're not able to see any of this. But well, that was convenient. A lot of sirens just come back. Alright. So positions of need. We do have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. Probably isn't gonna work. Although I do like the potential Jalen Hurts provides. He is on a 2-year deal, so if we do not like him after this year, we can just draft a guy and have him sit behind him. I'd say corner or strong safety, cornerback, defensive tackle, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to do your cornerback or strong safety as the free. Depends on if there is a strong safety free. We're just gonna fire all of you at the moment. Okay, and free agent scout. We now search by level 3. Perfect. We're gonna give you a higher. We're gonna give Aqib Talib a higher. Perfect. Kyle Duncan will give you a higher. I reckon we'll just we can either that or we can get a more diverse cornerback group. What we're gonna do actually. Kyle Duncan, we hired you first, so we're gonna Ralph. I'm sorry, buddy. But we're gonna go not Jeremy Lewis. There was another guy. We're gonna go with Tariq Atkins. That's gonna be our 5. There's our starting 5. We got free safety and strong safety. We got a 2 cornerback, and we got level 1 halfback, fullback, level 1 middle linebacker, and a level 1 cornerback. Okay, I am streaming. That would have been bad if I wasn't. Alright, but weekly strategy doesn't really matter. We're going to do a bit of roster moving around as soon as we start. Like, we are roster unless if he does get traded. But see, like we already know majority We already know Kyle Pitts is going to be starting tight end. Like, we already know majority of this. Ooh, look at Darrell Williams all the way down here. Regressed to a 67. Lucky for us, I believe he is on the last year. He is. Like, we already know these guys are going to start. Although it looks like Olukun regressed a bit. So he did regress a bit. An injury, block shedding, awareness, tackle, pursuit, and play recognition. But ultimately, he's still pretty good. You know, starting caliber. He is on the last year of his deal as well, so it does kind of work out for us. Deion Jones, I believe. Yeah, we gave him the money. It's like, we already know who's going to be starting, but at the same time, like, Mikal Walker, I believe he might be an upcoming free agent. He is only a 71 overall, but there is a chance we bring him back and he becomes a key piece of the linebacker core. We also have Dorian Etheridge, who we're trying to figure out if we should keep on the roster or not. We have Jonathan Baker. So yeah, just gonna hop straight into it. We are going to be playing the Titans and Bills. Now, preseason week 3, I will watch on my own, how I normally do it. I suppose we'll do the weekly strategy, why not? We'll just do what they say. See if we get any injuries, because more than likely... Oh, I should have probably changed the focus layers. Yikes. Now we're good offensively. Yes, we are. And defensively... we look good for the most part. We're good. Alright, we're a healthy team. We got some players to upgrade. We have Dave Hanna. Now, if you see, it says 76 in the top right, where it says Coach Yoshi Skurwise. It says my pitching stuff. Right below it says roster 76 out of 75 is right above where you see the Chiefs logo in week 1. Now, at the moment, I believe we're trying to thin the roster down a bit. By the end of preseason, so like when week 1 starts, you have to be down to 53 on the active roster and up to 10, I believe, on the practice squad. Whoops. Alright, well, they're going to start at the 20-yard line. We're going to quickly fix some stuff. We don't want our guys really getting in the game. Like I said, we have 5 quarterbacks on the starting roster. We've been at this exit screen for a while. There we go. I'd say Jalen Hurts is probably a guaranteed starter. I'd say PJ Walker's probably guaranteed. Give it to Cody Swain, and then we'll give it to Nick Bourne. Okay, running back. gonna run Kevin Fox and then Steve Wesley. Tight end, Tony Bishop and then Ben Jenkins. Offensive line is gonna stay the same. John Kaminsky, we're gonna give it to Port Augustine. Then Larry Mabry. Right end, we'll give it to Taquan Graham and then Brian Ware. We'll give it to Enrique Peoples and then Childress, and then we'll throw in DJ Jones. So how most people do their series in this, they'll just do like whoever's the higher overall. Like gets to stay on the team. We're gonna do Rashad Fenton, then TJ Green, then Robert Rochelle. And we'll do Trayvon Portis. And then Cole Pryor. Alright. Ooh, actually, we have a bit more to do. I forgot that there's some linebackers we have to focus on. Left outside, we'll do Adetekun Bo Ogundeji, and then Eric Hillman. Middle, we'll do Mikal Walker, followed by Dorian Etheridge, followed by Foyesade Olukun. Then we'll do Terrell Lewis, Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler's probably going to be one of the guys that we unfortunately do cut. Because he is a 69 overall, and I just don't really feel like we need him anymore, especially when he's going to be the third string. That pass is complete. Okay, so now I believe we're going to have whole new players in after that play. They have N'Keal Harry. Oh no, TJ Green got the tackle, so maybe he's already there. Play action, Tannehill. And Jalen Phillips is going to sack him. Jalen Phillips getting involved even though he shouldn't be, but as long as he doesn't get injured, it's fine. Tannehill. Complete. Is number 1. That's N'Keal Harry. 3rd and 11 now from the 33-yard line. Tannehill, Henry. They got N'Keal Harry. I believe they have A.J. Brown. As Henry trucks his way up to the 41. It's going to be just for the first down, but what an effort. Now it's going to bring a 4th down, and the punting unit is out there. We see Cody Swain, the 3rd string quarterback. Who is an undrafted free agent. First and 10 from the 15. The handoff. It's Kevin Fox. He's going to get 2 on the play, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. It's another handoff. Fox gets another 2. Cody Swain throws an interception. Interesting. That's Jayon Brown up to the 6-yard line for 1st and goal. So already, Cody Swain, who's been on this team since practically the start. He was here since year 2. And we're heading into year 4. And I believe he's only able to have this probably zone be his last year of eligibility on the practice squad. You're only allowed to be on in Madden. You're only allowed to be on the practice squad if it's your first 3 seasons. And he is in year 3 right now. He was in the same draft class as Chris Horn, and hopefully he's having a good career in Minnesota. But he unfortunately just was not the answer for us. We had Cam Newton. We were so going to bring Cam Newton back. He retired on us. Probably was a smart idea. Retire while you're ahead. Get a Super Bowl win. And he's just kind of gone now. Now we have a whole combination of Jalen Hurts, PJ Walker, Cody Swain, Lorenzo, whatever his last name is, and a rookie who I regret drafting early. We were going to take one of the top 3 quarterbacks, but the Chiefs for some reason scooped him the pick before us. Cody Swain's going deep, and he has Ridley. That's down to the 9-yard line. Cody Swain making a solid case all of a sudden after that brutal interception to start. It's going to be a handoff. Kevin Fox fights his way up to the 1-yard line. That's what we like to see. When we have a whole group that we have no certainty about. Kevin Fox used to be a superstar running back, who I believe got drafted in like the 4th round by the Miami Dolphins. He was the 4th string running back there, as Melvin Gordon gets the carry for some reason, but he gets in the end zone. Minnesota wins. Chris Horn was 4 for 5 for 75 yards. Pretty solid. We saw the Vikings win their game. That is going to be something we do kind of look out for this early in the season, or not in the season, the series. So I plan to do this every year for every Madden. Well, not Falcons necessarily, but like I already have a few teams in mind. And I'll probably give a little bit of a spoiler here soon, but Madden does usually come out in August. My headset just fell off. But Tannehill throws it incomplete. Now I usually give a little teaser roughly a month or 2 before the game comes out. Because even though I am a very small YouTuber compared to these other guys, I do very similar stuff. I just don't do as high of quality. And yeah. I usually want to announce it before they do. Because what I hate is when... Even though... Ooh, jeez. Cody Swain gets sacked. Is when... Even though it never really happens, I just always feel like someone's going to tell me that, oh, you stole this from this YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. But that's just not the case. So I always want to announce it first, so then I can be like, alright, this was my idea for this team. That's PJ Walker. PJ, bro, I already told you, you have a friggin' spot secured on the roster, my man. Let's get Lorenzo Northcutt, and then Nick Bourne. Don't worry, PJ, you can be the 3rd string if you want. In case something happens to either of those guys. Well, either I say. Both. Cody Swain made his case. Pretty solid case, honestly. Not to be a starter, but I'd definitely say he's edging towards actually making the roster for once. He's kind of been a practice squad with the occasional, he gets on the roster when it comes down to we cut a quarterback, because we've had horrible quarterback play the past few seasons so it's kind of a bridge. We had Matt Ryan, who we never really did anything with. He was solid the whole time, so there's no real point. We traded him away to save some cap room. We draft Chris Horn. And we signed Tyrod Taylor in free agency. We have Tyrod Taylor be the day one starter. Played horrible. Which then led us to trade for Drew Lock. He played okay. I wouldn't really say it was enough to bring him back, because there was moments where he did get benched for Chris Horn. Chris Horn did play amazing in the games that he got put in midway, which is surprising. I just accidentally pressed exit. Whoops. So we're going to see a freaking design run from Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard played a little bit of quarterback there. Had the Wildcat formation. 3rd and 2 from the 33-yard line. And I believe that's Steve Wesley, and he's barely going to get it. And Austin Jackson. One of the bigger free agent signings we had. Goes down with an injury. Ooh, Lorenzo Northcutt on his first throw. Pretty inaccurate. It's okay, it's the first throw. Gonna look to throw again. And he's gonna go deep. Not making a very good case. So Newman gets the interception. Alright, Northcutt. Carries their quarterback. My headset just fell off my head. As incomplete. Had a man deep. He put that ball on the money. Just pretty solid timed hit, or where he got hit. It saves us, I guess. 4th and 10 to punting units out there. I'm getting tripped up. So let's play one. I don't know if you heard that, I'm sorry, but I was cleaning my mic off. Steve Wesley is struggling. So was Kevin Fox, though, so. As Northcutt completes his first pass. That was to Philip Madden, a 3rd-year player, who has not done much. He's practically just solidified himself as the number 4 receiver. As another one of our players gets injured, and Tony Bishop got the reception. As Steve Wesley gets a solid carry there up to the 45. We drafted Steve Wesley in hopes he'd be our guy going forward. We had Raheem Mostert for the rookie season, and Cordell Patterson, so he wasn't really going to get involved much. But it was, as we're at the 2-minute warning, it was next year, his only real competition was Cordell Patterson. Wait, what am I saying? Never mind. Whoops. Let's see here. Off. He didn't really have any competition. He had Kevin Fox, I suppose. And I guess if you want to say Darrell Williams. That was a great play by Philip Madden to break tackles and get as many yards as he possibly could. But he was probably the most highly valued player in terms of who I thought would take the step. He already knew the system from year one, and he got the sit. I was like, all right, he's probably gonna pop off compared to Kevin Fox, who has not been here yet, and he kind of didn't. And we led to Kevin Fox. Kevin Fox had we're going to say that's not a touchdown. Philip Madden's balling out right now. As timeout on the play. Goes by Atlanta their first half. Kind of didn't. Kevin Fox had a pretty average as getting into the end zone. No Darrell Williams. So, Kevin Fox, pretty average, but I didn't really think it was good enough. So we went out in free agency. We brought in Melvin Gordon. But yeah, Melvin Gordon kind of ran away with it, to where he's now on a 2-year extension. So, more than likely, probably going to stick around for the first year. And the second season, who knows? He might stick around and just be a backup, because he is old. So he's probably is going to regress a bit in terms of performance. And he's probably going to regress to like a high 70. So like I'd say probably 77 as the lowest he'll be next season. So depending on, what happens is if he'll be our starter next season or if he'll just kind of be a backup. I really like Melvin Gordon on this team. I feel like he's a good piece to the puzzle. That's intercepted. TJ Green. TJ Green's on the last year of his deal. He's been a very solid backup. And that's kind of what led to him getting like constant 1-2 year contracts ever since this series started. Oh, you gotta hurry up. Don't call a timeout. You gotta call a play. Oh my god, serious game. Alright. Hail Mary. You're probably not gonna know, you're just gonna field goal. I'm fine with that. 51-yard attempt. Give us a 17-7 lead. That will probably take us into the half because I doubt they'll score anything. Wow, that kicked looked short, but I guess it wasn't. He trained it. I was a bit concerned there. So, Young Oku is on the last year of his deal. That is something to note. Guys, they're just going to kneel the ball, take it from the half. Interesting play. Not even going to run the ball or anything. Or experiment with the playbook. None of that.
3 down, 3 down.
Alright. We're going to start at 27. North cut. Throwing. Overthrows his man. Complete. That's Ben Jenkins. 1-on-1. Goes for 4-6. Good game. George Claypool now.
We got this.
So, yeah. Players kind of keep an eye on the radar for. I'd say Cody Swain is probably number one. Because, like, he's been around, like he's been on the team the longest compared to every other quarterback here. So, is it going to be finally his year where he makes the roster? Is he going to make the practice squad once again? And we'll kind of find out next season. Because we did give him a 2-year offer. So he is going to be on the roster if we decide to keep him around. Good touchdown, George Claiborne. We're just gonna not make it. And I don't know if he even makes another roster at that point. He might just kind of fade away. That's the hard part for being an NFL player. You have to play your absolute heart out for a chance to make rosters. Like for Cody Swain, an undrafted free agent who for the past 2 years has been on and off the practice squad, only has 1 more year of eligibility. Besides this year and maybe next year, because we did give him that offer with the 2-year extension. Like, he's a backup, so no one's really gonna care that much because he's not really a worthy name. Like when you look at backups like Mitch Trubisky or Marcus Mariota, those are players teams would take chances on because they've seen what they've done. They've had pretty solid turnouts, but kind of lack consistency, I guess. So what teams want in a backup is a quarterback where if their starter gets hurt, they can come in and play well enough. Cody Swain, who's only a 60 overall, I believe, who's on a roster that's constantly had quarterback problems, that has only, like, has been on and off the practice squad, that is not a good sign. Maybe there is teams that give him a shot, but it's, you know, not guaranteed that he'll even make a roster. He's been around for a while, so that does increase the odds that, oh, he knows what he's doing. He's not like a undrafted rookie anymore. He's been around. Lorenzo Northcutt. He's had a outstanding performance so far this game. Besides the one interception early on, he does have some bad misthrows occasionally, but besides that, I mean, he is playing like a backup level quarterback. Steve Wesley playing like a backup level running back. That's going to do it for quarter number 3. With 3 quarters in the books, 1 to go. So I don't believe there is overtime in preseason. So yeah. Trying to think of more players to look out for. We've already talked about Footman. George Claiborne. He's more than likely going to remain on the roster, but is he going to be our kick returner again this year? As you may have heard from last season, and saw probably as well, I personally did not like George Claiborne as a return man. Next, Greg Little / Austin Jackson. What's going to happen with them? Depending on the severity of Austin Jackson's injury, is Greg Little's fate. Greg Little more than likely is going to be the starter, but it is not guaranteed. As we're going to bring in the final quarterback in the rotation, Nick Bourne. As that's going to be complete.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
George Kramer. We're really seeing some players excel. This is what you want in a preseason. You want to find the diamonds in the rough. By George Claiborne. He was undrafted, and he is balling out. Steve Wesley. He is starting to get better and better as time goes on. Is he going to get tailed? Steve Wesley is in pursuit. No, he will not. He goes all the way for the touchdown. That just makes this game even better now. It's a closer game. As Nick Bourne. Not very good for him. That does hurt his resume a bit. But it's fine. If you ask me what I'd say the quarterback room would look like, I'd probably say Jalen Hurts starter, PJ Walker backup, Lorenzo Northcutt first string, and then Chris, what? Going up and getting it, that's Phil Madden. I'd probably say Nick Bourne and Cody Swain practice squads. And the Cody Swain is not practice squad eligible, we're probably going to put Northcutt there and give Swain a spot on the roster. Because all 5 of these quarterbacks, well, we haven't seen Hurts, but Hurts is probably guaranteed starter, and Walker's like guaranteed backup. Like, all these quarterbacks have like earned their spots. All these players on the offense practically have earned them spots. So it's just kind of like the people who are like third string guys, like the people who never get involved are just like people who aren't even getting involved now. Like, that is an amazing play there by Phil Madden and Nick Bourne. They predicted the run there. Jeez. It's going to take us to a 2-minute warning. Now that I'm thinking about it, actually, PJ Walker might not even get a guaranteed spot because with all these guys playing outstanding performances, as he's going to be down at like the half-yard line. If you're the Falcons, you should probably kick the field goal here, and they will. But great job by Steve Leslie fighting for every last bit he could. And you now lead by 2 scores. So what I think the rotation for game 2 will probably be is PJ Walker will play quarter 1. Then we'll have Swain play quarter 2. And Nick Bourne play quarter 3 and 4. And then I probably think one of those 3 quarterbacks will be cut after week 2 preseason. Well, this is it right here. If they do not convert, this is the game. And just slightly overfroze him. It was very tight coverage, but still. And they'll use their timeout, of course. And one more kneel down should do it. Assuming they don't run another play. Oh, they do. Oh, well. Just to pad the stats a bit. And that's going to do it for game 1. Now, we are going to make a few cuts this game. Stats don't really matter. You already know, like, the main guys, but, like, some of these backup guys, they're just gonna go, unfortunately. We do have an injury, so this could be bad. Austin Jackson's out for 4 weeks. So he'll be back for week 1. So that means Greg Little practically has it. As I just accidentally advanced week. Oh well. We're now going to make some cuts. Wide receiver wise. Marquez Stevenson, I'm sorry, you're just... We're gonna keep you for now. Patrick Walker. I'm sorry, man. Why? There we go. Christopher Dawson. Bryce Roofers. So we're taking some cap penalties right now. And Dave Hanna. I still unfortunately think we need you left end, right end. Larry Mabry. You're practice squad eligible, actually. We might give you a practice squad. Actually, we might just give it to Brian Ware. D tackle, I like all of these guys. Left outside, Eric Hillman. Are you still practice squad eligible? You are. Doesn't mean you'll get it though. Dante Fowler, I'm sorry. You've been here for a while now. It's time for you to go. I think out of all these guys, I think Cole Pryor is going to be cornerback 5. Okay, none of that matters. Alright, so we've limited the roster down a bit now. We're now down to 68. We need to be down to 53 though, is the thing. Now we're quickly going to edit this. We still have Luke Brockers on the team. Okay, there we go. Is there going to be any injuries? Eric Hillman, unfortunate. Ooh, and Boisade, broken wrist. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh. And AJ Terrell. This is not good. Right, so that's like, besides Eric Hillman, it's like, oh my god, that is horrible for us. Let's hope these are literally like 1-2 week injuries. Because luckily these guys already secured roster spots, but if these are long term, 1-1-1. Alright, they're all 1. So they'll all be back for next week. Unfortunately, you guys won't get to see that week, but I am pretty busy, so I'll probably just randomly do that out of nowhere. Now, time to set the roster. Now, remember, I believe we said PJ Walker, Cody Swain, Nick Boren. Gonna swap these two around. We're going to do Philip Madden, Alan Lazard, and George Claiborne. And we'll do KJ McGee. Tight end, Kyle Pittsburgh, Ben Jenkins, Tony Bishop. Swap you two around. Left tackle, Marquise Gardner, J.M. Mayfield, Drew Dahlman, Josh Waddle, and Taylor Martinez. Porter Gustin and Larry Mabry. Quan Graham and Brian Ware. Enrique People, Tevin Childress, DJ Jones, Logan Deji and Terrell Lewis, Dorian Effridge, then Cal Walker, Terrell Lewis, cornerback will go Rashad Fenton, Trayvon Portis, Cole Pryor, TJ Green. And then we'll go Julius George. We're going to go like that, actually, swap them around. We're going to do Saquon Hampton. Then we're going to do Jonathan Baker and Jalen Hawkins. Alright, that should practically do it. Now we're just going to do some very poor commentating because this is preseason. It's kind of where I just multitask. You know, one of the main things I do is, so if you don't know, I really only do 2 series now on this channel. I used to do the NFL like power rankings, predictions, and tier list, but the NFL season is over, so there's no real point in doing that. Now I kind of brainstorm on what other videos I can go with. Like, something that I've considered is doing a just kind of like a crappy Minecraft gameplay. I don't know why. Like, not of actual like not like survival, like servers. Like, I don't know, why not? Try and brainstorm little the Madden challenges, you know, that series. As I don't have one at the moment, and it is Saturday already, so we are going to be a bit behind on normal schedule with that then. So I usually start recording. I usually start, like, if it involves setting up, like where I did the like the wheel spin. I started that one on Thursday. I usually start him on Friday. So we're a bit behind, and I don't even have an idea. So we might just have to like throw Falcons franchise in there instead. It's like I don't know what I could do. That would be much of a challenge. Like maybe like rush for a certain amount of yards, or like pass for like a certain amount of yards, or pass per perfect game. That's not a bad idea. Or try to win a game with a specific player. Like for example, who's like the weirdest player in the NFL? People probably say Nathan Peterman, but I don't think he's on a roster at the moment, so I don't even know how doable that is. Unless if he is still on the Raiders. I don't think he's on a roster anymore, but at the same time, we're talking about Madden. They barely update their game. Unless it's the Ultimate Team. And we all know Nathan Peterman probably isn't an Ultimate Team, or at least past like a bronze card or something, or silver, whatever the lowest one is. So yeah. Steve Wesley gets the carry. PJ Walker, he's gonna slide down at the 42 for a gain of 14. Great job, PJ. Let me a carry that is Steve Wesley. I could have sworn I put Kevin Fox in, but whatever. PJ Walker throwing deep on the run. He has a man. That's being intercepted. Who was that? That was Melvin Gordon. Do I still have Melvin Gordon starting? Is that what the issue is? Hold on. No, not you. Okay, I do have... Okay, never mind. I guess I did put Steve Wesley, then Kevin Fox. It's fine. I don't really care. Shouldn't really matter too much. Singletary, who's now a superstar. Unlike real life, well, I guess kind of ruins the immersion. Guess the Bills actually use him in this. Wow, what a play by Keandre Jones to accidentally force him. And I believe that was Rashad Fenton. Josh Allen barely gets the pass off. It's complete. Who is that? Is that Diggs? That is. Good game.
Let's go! Let's go!
Nice accidentally pressed exit. Whoops. That's going to be complete. I forget his name, but he's like one of Josh. Yeah, Hugh McLean. He's like one of Josh Allen's favorite targets. And I don't even think he's that good. Like, I don't think he's a high overall or anything. Voice crack. Like, I don't think he's a high overall or anything. That's what confuses me. There he is again, Hugh McLean. I really like Hugh McLean. Like, I feel like he's a pretty good receiver. I feel like he probably fell in the draft a bit. That is Jace Sternberger, I want to say. Yeah, that's going to do it for quarter one. The Bills are kind of dominating at the moment. Singletary powering through.
Who wants some? Come on, Locke. You better than that.
Complete to Diggs. Wow. Pretty good coverage on the play. Kind of was shocking. And Singletary, wide open hole. Sounds weird. So, the Packers have been restructuring a lot of contracts. Who is this running back? Gus Edwards. Gus the Bus Edwards. So yeah. I don't think they're at like, what? Probably like what now? 25 mil or something over the cap? So they've gone like halfway there. And as a Packers fan, I'm enjoying that. Now, personally, it's going to sound a bit weird to say, but I'm personally okay with moving on from Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. Well, I'd like to keep one of them, but I don't really care which one. I prefer Rodgers because he is my favorite player of all time. But at the same time, I do want Jordan Love to get some action because I really like Jordan Love's potential. He's sat behind Rodgers for now 2 years. Oh, crap. That's right. I have to friggin' change up the depth chart. Well, I might have just screwed Cody Swain a bit. My bad. Alright, it's fine. Cody Swain, you can pay like half of the third. Then. So yeah. Because personally, I think the Packers will still make the playoffs with guys with like Aaron and Davante. Jeez, that's gonna be a lot. 4th and 31, jeez. But at the same time, that's probably if Davante Adams gets franchise tagged, and that's kind of gonna be like the perfect story in the end, I guess. And I don't really want that. Well, I do, but don't. Like, I feel like the Packers still have potential to make the playoff with Jordan Love. If you're able to, I'd say cut to Darius Smith. I don't really care. He didn't play that much this season anyway, and the Packers still have like the best defense or something. Top tier at least. I'd say Rasul Douglas, Devondre Campbell. Bring them back. Kind of be what the 49ers were when they made the Super Bowl push. Dominant run game and a dominant defense. Like the Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon duo. And you're going to get Kylan Hill back. Pretty good. I'd say probably bring back Marquez Valdes-Scantling if you're able to. And Allen Lazard depending on what they're offering. I do have an autographed picture of Allen Lazard, so I kind of want him to stay, so, you know, it keeps its value a bit. Because it's him in the Packers uniform, so I don't really want it to go to waste, but whatever. I kind of why I started doing college stuff. Like, I have a Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin signed one, and a Travis Etienne. It's just a little picture. Jonathan Taylor one, and I have Travis Etienne Jr. Had to make sure it's a junior signed Clemson jersey. If you didn't know, Jonathan Taylor went to Wisconsin. Oh, a fumble apparently. I wasn't looking, but that's gonna be scooped and he's gonna go all the way. Who is that? Rashad Fenton. Oh, they're gonna review that. That makes me think he was down. Dang it. Oh, that does shoot a lot of clock off, I hope. Oh yeah, are you serious? Why did they call that? I suppose it's smart to call that a fumble. Because in case it actually was, you know, they wouldn't have been taken away. That's kind of a smart thing. So it's 1:46 on the clock, I believe. Wonder what they're gonna say time-wise now. They're gonna up and up to 1:55. This clock's gonna run though. Right. Yeah. By the way, I bought everything I own from. Well, I technically didn't. My mom did, but I paid for it. Like, you know, I used. It was like, yeah, because you know, you have to be 18 or older to buy stuff like that, by the way. And I am not 18 or older. So, my mom technically bought it and I just paid her back. Got it off a Pristine auction.
Let's go, let's go.
Now, Pristine auction, it's a pretty good website. Not gonna lie, but I accidentally pressed exit as well. God dang it. Cody Swain. Cody, you gotta throw it, bud. That was a pretty good throw, honestly. That was like fit in like the only spot the receiver could actually catch the ball. As we see, a fan bought a Derek Gore jersey. Derek Gore probably going to be, hopefully, one of, if not the faces of this team for years to come. I have very high hopes on him. I loved him in his rookie season. You know, I started with Philip Madden, and he just kind of won my heart after that. Like, he was like, okay. He balled out at the end of the season. I was like, man. And in the playoffs especially, like, oh my. Ooh. Yeah. Now, my spring break is coming up. I believe it is going to be the 9th through 9, 10, 11, 12.
Come on now, let's go.
So, spring break is going to be 9 days. So, it's going to be the 9th. So I'm going to go back to 18th. So March 9th to March 18th, I believe, is my spring break because that is like one that says all my assignments. And I don't really know if there's going to be many videos out because, or if there is, it's going to be worse quality. Probably record on my phone, honestly, because the whole plan is we're going to like kind of redo my room. And by that, I mean we're just going to like, my hopes is to just paint it so I can be able to put LED lights up. Because I have like a box and a half of LED lights that would look sick in my room. That's kind of the whole hope. And there's also hope that majority of stuff in my room that isn't on display, like just like stuff that look cool, just sitting around. Wow, what a catch! But that's gonna do it because they don't have timeouts. So that's gonna take us to the half.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Gonna hopefully redo my room, which means hopefully my mom will clean at least a bit of her stuff out because we did swap rooms. At the time, she wanted to, and now she's kind of discovering all the problems I had to deal with that room. Sorry, Mom. Should have probably told you, but at the same time, I don't want to be friggin'. All my room was there was a bed in the corner and a little friggin' table that I had to put. That was like all there it was.
Let's go, boys, bring it up. Here we go, Shaq. Hiking 18.
Like I had to walk into my sister's room to get my clothes. Cause that's how you like used to be. I used to be in my sister's room. We used to share a room. As someone apparently got injured there. Oh my God, Josh Waddle. So yeah, that's how it was. And now I finally, got my own room. Cause like they didn't want to like have all this freaking stuff in the living room. And of course, as soon as I move out, my mom notices how bad it is. It's like I want my room to live up to my expectations. And I don't really have much expectations. Like I have plenty of space for display and stuff. Like I can do that all myself. It's just like I want to move stuff around. And she never really did. She said, "Oh, it's too much work." But as soon as we swap rooms, the whole freaking living room is transformed to fit her standards. Like, come on, double standards. If you don't know what double standards means, it's essentially like you saying something like, "Oh, it's saying like if two people have never caught a fish, this is a bad example. If two people have never caught a fish before, and they both want to go fishing, and one person says you can't go fishing, you've never caught a fish before." Essentially, you can use the same logic, like neither of you, but then that person like goes fishing anyway. Like the person who just said, "Oh, you can't go fishing since you've never caught a fish." That's kind of double standards. Like it either applies to both of you or none of you. That's just probably sure what I said. It's kind of what I like my mom a lot. She's a good mom, but when it comes down to a house, she can struggle. There's a lot of rubbish in my room that I just want to get out. Daryl Williams, you got in that end zone. This game is rigged. QB sneak it, bro. Trust me, there's no, like, I don't even know if they can QB sneak it in this. Guess we're about to find out. Well, they don't. He doesn't get in. You've got to go for this. Go for it. Go for it. Alright, this is like the halfway point, by the way, as well. They're really going to settle for a field goal. Oh my God, I just now realized he's been starting the whole time. Alright, Nick Bourne, get in there. Sorry, Cody's playing, but I think you're probably just done with the team regardless. Don't kick it, bro. You're literally at the one. Thank you. Thank you. We switched quarterbacks. Nick Bourne, this could be your time to shine. Instead, you headed off the leg, but he still gets in. Let's go. They were there and everything. He barely got across that line, that friggin' line. Yeah. I'm hoping to redo my room a bit. Get really care what the color is. Personally, I'd like to do like a black, but that's like hard. It involves like so many coats, and also like you have to be very sensitive with the wall. Like if you freaking like mess the wall up in any way, shape, or form, it's gonna be bad. But there's usually just gonna be like that spot where there's like a slight difference. So that's kind of the thing. So I'm kind of hoping for like a lighter colored, but still like looks cool. So I'm gonna quickly describe the room that my mom's taking up. So there's like a dresser that's filled with like a bunch of rubbish, and I just kind of want majority of that gone. It's either rubbish or clothes. I don't really care which one. I'd assume she'd probably move for clothes because, well, generally. That's kind of what I hate. Like, when you pile stuff up. Like, I usually clean my room, like, 3 times a week. Because that way, like, it's never a lot of work. And, like, it's not, I'm doing it constantly. Like, if I'm doing it every day, I'm just gonna get burnt out and be like, I can wait another day. And, it's gonna be, I can wait another day. Like, no. So that's what I do. I like always establish a schedule that I stick to. That, and then we have a desk that has a lot of stuff in it that isn't mine.
Get ready, get ready.
That has a lot of like display potential. Like when I said display, like what I mean is like there's like these little pull-out part of the desk that gives you like extra space. It's like where you like. It's like you'd have like a. Imagine a gaming setup. It's kind of like it turns it into like an L desk, like the L-shaped desk. And there's a little storage part in that. I'm probably not going to use that for storage, but there's like a little cabinet part above the desk. That would look pretty cool. Like just have the doors of it open and just have like stuff sitting there. It looks pretty cool. If you can't tell, like I imagine, like I have a wild imagination. Because the only thing else I'd really need, like I prefer for my jacket to be in here that I never really wear, because I usually just wear a t-shirt and shorts. Unless if it's like below freezing, and even then I'll still probably just power through. Kind of how I do it. There's a garbage chair where my shoes used to go. I only have like, I have 3 pairs of shoes. One of them's literally just for friggin' yard work that literally hurt my feet when I'm wearing them, so yeah. It's fine though. I think we'll manage. Now, do we go for it on 4th down here? I don't know. I think we should punt. Alright. The game agrees. There's a lot of stuff I have in my room. I have a printer for some reason. The printer's in here. Friggin', no one ever tells me they're printing something, so every time it just turns on and I just hear a printing noise, it scares the crap out of me. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's probably about it. It's like for, you know, a bit to be moved. Because I've always think I was about to say if you caught that. I'm always willing to do it. It's just, I'm just waiting for my mom's permission, but it just never comes. Like, I can easily move a chair down in the basement. Like, it's not that hard, because that's where it used to literally be. Oh my god, a miracle. Did I just accidentally exit? I guess I did. Oh yeah. It'd be very cool. That, or I'd have stuff for like extra stuff. Like I'd have a spot to like organize clothes. So like I already have clothes organized, but like not in a good way. Like, well, I mean, I have one for underwear, one for socks, and one for shirts and one for shorts, and then I literally have like a whole freaking drawer for it, like jerseys and stuff. Then I just like to kind of sort that out a bit more, like, because I tend to only want to wear sports. We're only down by 4 now. So like, I'd love to be able to have like a spot where I can put like NFL shirts. Well, I'd probably put NFL and MLB together, and like college and stuff. Cause if you don't know, I'm a Packers, a Reds, and a Pacers fan. So the Reds, Cincinnati. The Pacers, they're like closest to Cincinnati. It's either them or the Cavaliers, and I just chose the Pacers. That angle was pretty funny. Josh, ooh, that might be illegal touching, but he's gonna go all the way. So I chose the Pacers originally because I'm a Packers fan. If you don't know, I became a Packers fan because I've watched more NFL games before that. Thank God, bro. That penalty gets to come back. What was I gonna say? The first one I remember watching was the Packers and the Bengals play. I don't remember how long ago it was. I was like 6 or 7, maybe even 8, maybe 5. Who knows? Let's go. We take the lead. I'm not very hyped about it. It's preseason, but still. The Packers lost that game. The score was like 34-30. The Bengals won. And I was just like, I'm going to be a Packers fan from now on. Why? Because my favorite color was green. So I just choose to root for the only green team I knew. Luckily, I chose them. Well, I don't know, luckily. Because, I mean, if I would have... green teams, I guess there's the Jets and Eagles, and I guess the Seahawks, technically, in a way. Now, I'm glad it wasn't the Jets, because the Jets probably wouldn't have been the worst choice. But the Eagles, I would have gotten to experience the Super Bowl. The Seahawks, I would have got to experience the Super Bowl. But, oh well, I'm happy with the team I chose. So that's how I became a Packers fan. And then I became a Patriots fan. I never really cared about basketball, but conveniently the Pacers and Packers, the Packers only have an additional K in their name. Like literally, if you take the K out of the Packers, it's Pacers. That's how I became them, and luckily for me, like, I don't look like much of a bandwagon. Because I'm not. And I kind of get offended when people say, oh, you're a Packers fan but live in Cincinnati? Like, if anything, I would be a bandwagon if I started rooting for the Bengals now. Like, it makes no sense. So luckily, the Pacers are pretty local, so, like, people understand. Because it was either that or the Cavs. That and Ohio State. Once again, I would write a bandwagon if I switched to Cincinnati now. The only one that you're really supposed to change, I believe, is like college. And the only reason you're really supposed to switch that is if you or like someone close to you like goes to that college. Like, I don't really have anyone that like I know besides someone went to a place called NKU. It's Northern Kentucky University. Like, I'm not a, like, I'll root for them. Like, if I go to their games, or if they're like somehow make March Madness or something. Like, I don't think they have football. But like, if it comes down to them or Ohio State, I'm rooting for Ohio State.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas. Keep playing.
First down here ends it. 3rd and 4. Oh my god, bro. What's your name? I forgot your name. It's like Nick Bourne or something. What is it? It is Nick Bourne. 4th and 2, they're saying to go for it. If you go for it here. They're going for it. They're going for the game right here. I don't agree with this decision whatsoever. Oh no, Tony Bishop. Tony! You had the game. Just hold on to it. I'm not going to say anymore. That would sound weird. So yeah, that's my sports teams. I don't have an XFL team. I have I root for the USFL Panthers because that's like, I just chose them as like, yeah. I don't want to be a Pittsburgh Maulers fan. I don't know why. But that was kind of my choice. I was considering either the Panthers, the Maulers, or the Philadelphia Stars, and I just chose the Panthers. And by the way, for saying that, because of like their draft or like Jeff Fisher, you can literally go to my tweets and search Panthers, and you can see like I tweeted it as soon as like the USFL came out practically. I don't know any XFL teams. I believe there was like I just now recently watched highlights because I'm probably gonna ditch USFL for the XFL since the XFL got partnered. Like I want to watch the one that's going to be around longer. So like people are probably gonna watch the XFL. And that's going to do it. That interception by, who was it? Jonathan Baker. Let's go. That handoff should do it. Might see one more handoff, actually. Or not. Alright. That's going to do it. We're going to cut a quarterback. Cutting one. We might... Yeah, because I don't really want two quarterbacks on the practice squad, and I'm not really going to say who the quarterback is until it happens. I will. It's Cody Swain. Cody, you've had a good run here in Atlanta, but best of luck to you wherever else you go. I only gave you that contract because I really wanted cornerback depth. Is they going to give me the option to cut him now since we're in week 3 or not? Ooh. Well, we got all our guys returning. We're gonna cut some guys quickly though. NFL rosters. Now, I'm trying to slim it down to 60. What are we at right now? You know what? We're not going to cut anyone. We're at 68. We need to slim it down to 63. So we're not going to cut anyone yet. So Cody Swain, you get one last chance. But that's going to do it. And for the XFL, I believe there was New York, Dallas. I don't know if it was Houston or Texas, but I'm going to start. There was, I believe, shoot, what was it? There was Los Angeles, Seattle, I forget. I'm gonna just look up the teams. Essentially, there was like none even remotely close, I believe. XFL teams. I believe there was 8. 12 more. Jeez. Okay, so apparently there's the St. Louis Battlehawks, Dallas Renegades, New York Guardians, Los Angeles Wildcats, DC Defenders, Tampa Bay Vipers, Seattle Dragons, Houston Roughnecks. I never heard of any of these teams, but apparently there's the Memphis Maniacs, Las Vegas Outlaws, Chicago Enforcers, San Francisco Demons, Los Angeles Extreme, New York/New Jersey Hitmen, Orlando Rage, and Birmingham Thunderbolts. Oh well, they have a friggin' website. Sign up. Don't tell me I had to pay. It says there's 8. Okay, so what were the 8 teams? Okay, so out of all of these teams, I believe the closest would have been the St. Louis Battlehawks. Now, I don't remember any. I don't even know like if there was like a winner in the XFL. I do know PJ Walker was in the XFL. I don't know what team, but yeah. But that's gonna do it for the stream. Once again, we'll do preseason week 3. I might as well show you guys this wide receiver mentorship since I won't be streaming, or yeah, streaming it. Derek Gore. All right, Ridley. I'll see ya. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I did, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.